Hi guys, what's up everybody? Saseni, how are you? Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, please consider to subscribe. To my returning subscribers, karibuni sana. And if you're watching this without subscribing, please consider to subscribe. Karibuni sana. And of course, we have another episode, another short episode. Nilisema nitakuwa nawapea kama dawa, kadozi, kadogo hivyo. And today I want us to learn something, and I have with me a self-test kit, and inaitwa Check Now. This is a screening. I will start by saying this is not a confirmatory test kit, okay? This is a screening test kit. Sawa. Usiniambie ulienda ukajipima, ukaenda ukaona no. This is a screening test kit that you do it at home. And the reason we are doing this is because we have people who are at home and they're not comfortable going to the facility getting tested. There are instances umepatana na mtu unataka sijui mfanye nini na nini, hakuna time ya kwenda hospitali. You can use this and you test yourself. Remember, the results do not determine. Sawa tulisema if the results are positive, you have another chance to continue to start get on care, take treatment, adhere to your drugs, become undetectable, suppress, and attain use to you. That is undetectable. Na tulisema undetectable equals to untransmittable. If you've suppressed, if you are very rude, suppress, unakuwa undetectable na uwezi transmit even when you have unprotected sex. Now that is the game changer. Use to you is a game changer. We'll have that discussion in the next video. But for now, I want us to discuss about this. And these test kits are available. Kama unataka uniambie, mimi niko nazo na siuzi na kupea. So I want us to go through how you do this, and I want to equally and again remind you that knowing your status is taking responsibility of your life. There's no point to move to the next step kama hujajua status zako. You're taking responsibility, and just like I have said, if your results are negative, you have another chance of putting the preventive measures to maintain the same status. Sawa. So once you get this test kit in our boat, it's a HIV self-test kit. Know your status now. It has some other languages. Ikona languages tatu. And when you get this, the first thing you do, unairarua hapa. Ikona this kapat. Sijui kanaitangwa aje. Nyinyi mnajua ako kapat. You just shear it like that. And then once you do that, there is a lock here. Kale kanakuwa ka zip and lock kako hapo. So that is how you find it. And then you will have to toward the things that are there. Remember, just like said, this is a screening test. It is not a confirmatory test. So if you test with this and the results are positive, you go to a facility, to a health facility, a healthcare facility, and you get tested again. Sawa? You get tested again. So in this, we have these. Once you open these, tuko na hizi tu vitabu. These are the guidelines zenye zina nini. This is in some language that sijui, but I want us to use the English one. Wewe utachagua. It has Luo and all that. So you can take this and then you'll get the steps that you're supposed to use. And before testing, you must read all the steps and the procedure. And of course, I know the procedure, but I will explain. You read this and it will guide you how to carry out the test. So in this, we have, this is the Check Now. This is the test itself. Hapa ni penye test iko. And then you have this kabag. Aka kabag kako na kila kitu. Kame hold everything. You open it, through this zipper again. And you have the things. Aka nika the, aka tunakaitanga? Elastoplaster. Sindio? The plaster that once you, I forgot to mention, test kit ni ya damu. So ni ya kujidunga hivi una test. Kuna kuanga na oral test kit. That one will do. Still in another video, ya oral test kit. I will show you as we finish, but iko hapo. Then we have got this one. This is the kanini that you chota the blood with, then you put there. Then we have the buffer that is here. Hizi zote ukichukua test kit utaziona. Kuna aka kabuffer that is used, the one that is carrying out the test. And then we have these. This is the sindano. Ukikafungua hivi, I'm not testing today. Nimezoea kunini, you just press here. Ukipress tu hivi. Here, nyenyo ya ku test. So, aka ni kasindano. And then we have this, the alcohol prep pads. This one, we have both of them because this is the first one, unajipanguza nayo so that udunge kasindano and then you drain the blood. So guys, the reason we are doing this and once you tear and you nini, usitupe, sitaki uitupe kwa sababu nataka uiweke utaweka hizi vitu zote uzitupe by then. Now, when you put all your things on the table, this is the first thing you do. You have everything. Umetoa test kit. Hii ndio unafanya, you're carrying out the test. It equally has this part that you're supposed to tear, and then unatoa the test kit. And of course, this is the preservative, ndio hii. Sawa sawa? So, once you inject hapa, pierce hapa, inject, you will come and drain the blood here. Sawa, in this part. And then after that, you'll use this to pick a few drops, 1 drop of the blood, and then you'll put it here. Utaiweka hapa, then utakuja, utachukua buffer, then you'll put 1 drop equally there, and then you'll wait for 15 minutes. When you look here, kuna C na kuna T. So if the line is, you get 1 line, that means the results are negative. Ukipata line mbili, ina mean the results are positive. Guys, this is a one-time test. You cannot test it ati alafu tena kesho urudie, utest tena, hauwezi. Tulisema, ukifungua hii, hautupi, because tunataka hizi vitu zote ukimaliza kutest, tunazirusha hapo. Umetest, umemaliza, the alcohol swab kale kengine, ndio aka, the pad, unakuja unapanguza, alafu unafunga na aka, kaelastoplast. Sawa sawa. And then after you are done, you will put all the things that you had. Unazirudisha hapo. All this because we want to equally put and keep the environment clean. Hatutaki tena umetest, umeenda umetupa sindano huko nje. Watoto wanatembea huko wanaenda wakiokota hizo vitu. Utaweka hizo vitu zote na uende udispose. Sawa? So, this is a one time. It is used 1 person at a time. You cannot use with your partner to mseme huyu anini. And to be precise, ako kasindano ukipiasa uwezi pias tena inaenda. So, it is a 1 test at a time. You check now. Unaangalia sahi, and I want to remind you that this is not a confirmatory test. It is a screening test. Ukitest, upate iko positive, you have another chance. Go to the facility. They will test you again and you'll be put on treatment. Remember, I always say, and I will keep saying, that this channel, it's about breaking stigma and breaking all those vices that we knew or we've always been told that about HIV and about that, because we are creating a community of empowerment, a community of support, and most importantly, a community of understanding. And therefore, if you're part of this conversation, I want you to go out there, tell someone, ambia huyo mtu, because we are planning and Kenya is dedicated to ending AIDS in children by 2027 and ending AIDS generally by 2030. We cannot achieve that if people do not know their status. And that's why I'm a very, very big ambassador of testing. I am equally an ambassador of preventive measures, and of course that is condom use. And I always say that consistent and correct use of condoms will give you 99% protection against HIV, against STDs, and of course against unplanned pregnancies. Guys, tunakuanga na preventive measures mingi sana zenye nasemanga. There's PEP, there's PrEP, there's condom use, there's abstinence. Okay, so many of them. And if you cannot use all that, remember you will have to know your status. And I will remind you that it doesn't matter. Hata zikue, itoke ikiwa positive. Sisi tuko. We'll come and encourage you. Don't worry. It doesn't mean that you are dying or you're giving up. No, gone are the days that we used to believe in that. If they're positive, you have a chance, go to a facility, get another test. Confirmatory test, and right now we are doing 3 tests actually, just to remind you. Ukienda hospitali utestiwe, unatestiwa mara ya kwanza, ya pili na ya tatu, because you want to be very sure you get a reliable result. Unatestiwa, unaanzishwa on treatment, and you continue with your life. If the results are negative, you have another chance to continue putting all those preventive measures that I've mentioned, or whichever you're doing to maintain the same status. I want to remind you that every day, 14 adolescents and young people get infected with HIV every day. That is 98 every week. I don't want you to be part of that statistics. Na niliwaambia dawa zenye ziko hata hazitutoshi. So, you must please take care. And as I conclude, if you're new here, please, I want you, please remember to subscribe. Support us, help us meet and reach so many people, because this information is very important, and of course this conversation is very important. And thank you so much for being part of it. And mi usema hakuna venye ni mimi nita reach kila mtu, siezi. Kama we hutakuja subscribe, hutakuja watch, ushare, hatuwezi reach all the communities, and we may not reach other people. And we are stopping stigma, we are stopping sexual and gender-based violence, we are stopping new infections, we are stopping unplanned and early teenage pregnancies, and we cannot, or rather I cannot achieve that alone. Remember, for the last time, if you stigmatize anyone who is HIV positive or anybody at the risk of getting infected, you're not helping me, you're not helping the ministry, you're not helping us end AIDS, you're not helping us stop new infections, but you're just fueling the epidemic. I want to remind you that these episode has been sponsored by Bama Diaspora, which is your most trusted land selling company. Na nasemanga huko tunakuanga na land poa kwa bei poa. You can always reach us on 0725 010 000. Please remember, tunakuanga pale not TRM, Mountain Mall. Hapo Naivas. Iyo mnasemanga Naivas, Roasters, Mountain Mall, hapo. Please come and visit us. And we have everything. We have Kimuri Gardens. We have Konza 2. We have Diani. We have so many. We have everything for everyone. And I want to remind you that not only old people, tunazoea kusema ni wazazi wetu wana invest, even sisi young people we can. So come there, talk to us. We will walk you through and you'll get yourself something. Investing doesn't mean that you're losing. Investing means that you're looking forward to your future. And I want to remind you, tuko na land poa kwa bei poa, and we equally allow lipa mdogo mdogo. Till we meet to the next one, remember to subscribe, be part of this important conversation. And I want to remind you that this channel is all about breaking stigma surrounding HIV as we create a community of understanding, a community of empowerment, and of course, a community of support. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.